Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back again with me. Today I will explaining genre of text. Okay, this time the first thing we will discuss is descriptive text. The purpose of descriptive text is to describe a particular person, place, or thing in detail. And generic structure, identification is identifies phenomenon to be described, and description to describe parts, qualities, and characteristics. Significant lexical grammatical feature in descriptive text is focus on particular participant and use of attributive and identifying process. Number three, frequent use of epithets and classifiers in nominal groups. Number four, use of a simple present tense. In the next slide, we can see an example of descriptive text. And yeah, in the example section, explain about the room. The next material is narrative text. The purpose of narrative text is to amuse, entertain, and to deal with actual or vicarious experience in different ways. Narrative deal with problematic events which lead to a crisis or learning point of some kind, which in turn find a resolution. And generic structure, the narrative text is number one, orientation, evaluation, and complication, and resolution. And then significant lexical grammatical feature is number one, focus and specific and usually individualist participant. Number two, use of material process or and in this text, behavioral and verbal process. Number three, use of relational process and mental process. Number four, use of temporal conjunction and temporal circumstance, use of past tense. Okay, the next we can see an example of narrative text that there is in this video. And the third material, this time we will discuss free context. The purpose of free context to retell something that happened in the past and to tell a series of past tense. Sorry, I mean to tell a series of past events. And generic structure free context is orientation, events, and reorientation. And significant lexical grammatical feature. Number four, focus on specific participant. Number two, use of material process. Number three, circumstance of time and place. Number four, use of past tense. And then focus on temporal sequence. Okay, and this next slide, we can see an example of free context that there in this video. You can see. Okay. The fourth material, this time we will discuss report text. The purpose of record text to describe the way things are with reference to a range of natural, man-made, and social phenomena in our environment. In generic structure, number one, general classification, description, tells what the phenomenon under discussion is like in terms of one part. Number two, quality fees. Number three, habits or behavior. If living use, if unknown nature. And significant lexical grammatical feature. Number one, focus on generic participant. Two, use of relational process to state with yes and that which it is. Number three, use of simple present tense or unis extends. And number four, no temporal sequence. And you can see an example of report text there in this video. And we can see and at the end of the material, this time we will discuss the procedure text. The purpose of procedure text is to describe how something is accomplished through a sequence of action or step. And generic structure: number one, call material. Number two, step one. And significant lexical grammatical of procedure text. Number one, focus on generalized human against. Number two, use of simple present tense, often imperative. Number three, use mainly of temporal conjunction. Number four, use mainly of major process. And the next, as we seen in the example in the video, are the steps to create a bio on TikTok.